Immigration is the action of coming to live permanently in a foreign country. In our country, illegal immigration has become a controversial, hot-button issue. As Americans, we have a privileged mindset. Because we were born here, we forget the fact that our country was founded on immigration. Instead, there's a lot of talk of sealing the border to keep immigrants out of our country. But I feel that we should create more visas and make it easier for immigrants to become citizens. When they finally do make it to our country, most immigrants are treated cruelly, with unfair wages, harsh conditions, and harmful stereotypes. This is an injustice. There's a lot of talk that immigrants are taking our jobs, but the fact is Americans don't realize that immigrants are the backbone of our economy, and they're taking the jobs that we refuse to do. Though unemployment is up to an alarming 8%, every American citizen wants a job that includes health insurance, Social Security, benefits, bonuses, and vacation times. What they don't realize is that migrant workers are taking jobs that are 14-hour days, and they're getting paid $4 or $6 an hour if they're lucky. They are taking jobs that most Americans frown upon. So by doing so, immigrants are the ones actually stimulating our economy by adding consumers and keeping costs low due to cheap labor. The next stigma is that immigrants are freeloaders because they don't pay taxes and they just mooch off the system. But because they aren't citizens, they're actually exploited in the United States. There are several cases where immigrants are forced into involuntary servitude and literally locked up and chained in basements. These cases are a dime a dozen, and they're happening in our own backyard, yet we don't hear anything about them. If 17 or 25 Americans were forced into involuntary servitude, it would cause a national media frenzy, yet we don't even hear of these cases. Finally, people think that we should spend more money tightening up our borders. But in 2011, the government spent nearly $3.6 billion on border patrol, yet there was still 11.2 immigrants residing illegally in our country. To give you an idea, 11.2 million is the population of New York City and Los Angeles combined. With $3.6 billion, we could help poverty, world hunger, national debt, unemployment, and healthcare. So if we're spending $3.6 billion and still having 11.2 million immigrants reside illegally in our country, what is that money really doing? Immigrants contribute so much to this country and ask for so little in return. I ask that we set aside our stereotypes and welcome the benefits both in our country and for the immigrants. I ask that you remember, above all, that no human being is illegal, and they should not be treated as so.